Senator Sorovell.
Thank you, Madam President. I move the bill pass and speaking to that motion.
The senator has the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Ladies and gentlemen, this bill is, and with no offense to the Senator from Roanoke, he's actually the chief, not the chief co-patron, but there's co-chief patrons of the bill, which I'd never seen before, but for some reason, that's how it got in DLS, and his name keeps coming up on it, which is fine with me. And what the bill does is it authorizes a shared solar program in APCO territory. That's what a level 1 utility is. A level 2 is Dominion. Level 2 is APCO. And we authorized such a program in Dominion territory back in 2020, but we carved out APCO because it has a whole different customer profile, a whole different set of issues. And the bill is basically nearly identical to legislation we passed out of this chamber about a week ago, and it brings APCO up to speed with what we're doing in Dominion territory with a couple changes. It's got a lower megawatt cap. It's got a lower low-income cap. It has a cap on low-income customers that can participate in the shared solar program. It also does not require the billing to work quite the same because APCO's billing system is a lot older and not quite as facile and ready to accept data from these third-party solar providers as Dominion's is, but it requires APCO when they upgrade their system, whenever they do that, to make it so it'll accept data from the solar providers. But that's what the bill does, and I would just say that shared solar, I think, is hopefully more palatable to folks on the other side of the aisle as opposed to utility-scale solar because the projects are much smaller. 5-megawatt projects only take up about 20 or 30 acres as opposed to the hundreds of acres you see with utility-scale solar. I think this will help. And just so everybody understands what shared solar is for people who can't put solar panels on their own roof because you don't own your roof, you're in the woods, etc. But this does it in APCO territory. I think when this goes over to the other side, I'm sure hopefully they'll have something to say about it, and you're going to see this come back. But this is a good bill which will help us meet our clean energy goals that we adopted 2 or 3 years ago, and I would hope the bill would pass, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Those in favor of passage will record their votes aye. Those opposed, no. Are the senators ready to vote? Have all the senators voted? Does any senator desire to change their vote? The clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 35, noes 5.
Ayes 35, noes 5. The bill passes.